My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Nunas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
I am Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Sky.
And today we're doing the eternally popular, strangely entrancing to the audience what we are watching episode. Where this is, if you're new to the podcast, this is just an episode where we talk about all the things we've been watching and if we like them or not. And that's basically the whole premise of what we're doing today. So, who would like to begin with the epic discussion of what they've been watching since the last time we recorded an episode about what we've been watching?
Should we do the randomizer again?
Oh, sure.
Let's do it. Hit it up. Hit it up.
Okay. Hey Siri.
Siri here. Let me know if I can help.
Stop it. Can you give me a number between 1 and 4?
It's 3.
3. That's
Oh.
that's so hard to tell you.
That's me. That's me. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm 3, right? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, I'll go. Should I do all of them now though?
Sure.
Sure.
Give me a number between 1 and 4.
The answer is 1.
Okay. So Natalia, Amanda. Give me a number between 1 and 4.
It's 4.
Okay. Natalia, Amanda, Scott, and me.
And then Jessie. Okay.
All right. Perfect. We did it. Thank you, Siri. You're always here for us.
Also, we should probably mention Natalia's in a place that's like not very good with the internet, so she is going to keep going in and out. There's nothing I can do on my end or anything editing wise. So and it's not your device.
Yeah, I apologize in advance. I am visiting family for the first time in 2 years, and if you've ever heard the term country internet, that's what's happening here. I am plugged in as much as I can be, and every time I come, I call the internet provider and I say, what the hell is wrong with, we don't live that far outside of town. We should be able to get internet. And every time they say, oh, the internet should be working great. It should be real fast.
Lies.
They're freaking liars. They lie to my goddamn face. I've gone through every time I come, they send me a new modem. I don't know how my mom does it. I don't know how she survives out here. Anyway, regardless, I apologize in advance if I sound shitty. That it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so what have I been watching? First off, I've been watching a lot of Teen Wolf, but that's not really relevant to this podcast. But if you have the opportunity to see Teen Wolf, it gets a thumbs up from old Natalia. It's pretty fly. But in terms of things that are actually relevant, yesterday I watched the entirety of the show on Netflix, Mad for You. I thought I would give it a chance, even though we had some problems with it. And to be honest, after the first couple episodes, those problems cleared themselves up. And it was actually a really good show. I really enjoyed it. The episodes are real short. They're only half an hour episodes. It's like a 13 episode situation. And the more that you learn about the characters, the better it becomes, I'm going to be honest. And then it has some good side characters and a nice little found family with the women's association of the apartment complex where they live. And there's a cute dog. So there's a lot there.
I mean,
the dog is cute.
A cute with a cute dog, I guess.
A cute dog can get you through quite a bit, and it's kind of like a raggedy cute dog. It's like a pathetically cute dog, and you're just like, oh, I kind of like this.
Yeah, and the dog was there from the beginning.
Yeah, the dog is there from the beginning, true. And they'll have these occasional after the episode will end, they'll have a little extra scene, and one of the extra scenes that they had in one episode was just the dog's a day from the dog's point of view. He's like, where are you? I'm hungry. Are we going out? And it's just him just in a little speech bubble with his inner thoughts. I actually really enjoyed it. I once it starts out a little rough because you know, it is about people dealing with essentially PTSD in like vastly different ways. One, you know, the woman is super paranoid and scared of everything, and the guy has like intermittent rage disorder, so he'll like just start screaming. But like never, he's not like violent about it. Like it's, anyway, it's pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Another thing that I've been watching, Jessie will be very happy. I put on the first episode of season 2. I finally sat down to watch Hospital Playlist season 2.
Yay.
Now that it's all, yeah, okay.
Like season 2.
No, but okay. But so I put it on. I put it on my mom's TV. She has like a Chromecast. The struggle of getting it to actually cast to the TV was a whole other kettle of fish. But I was watching it, and then Mom came home from work, and she just sat down, and she was like, "Oh, who's that character? Who's that character?" And by the end of the episode, she's like, "You're not gonna watch any more without me." I was like, "Yeah, sure, Mom." Like, so we're on like episode 5. She is mystified by how long the episode is. She's like, because like she'll be like, "Okay, like they're playing music. That must be the end." I'm like, "Mom, there's still like half an hour left. Like, chill, relax." So every night when she comes home from work, we make dinner and then watch Hospital Playlist, and it is just absolutely fantastic.
That's sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I always try to convert my mother to you know, the K-drama life when
that's a show that's like really good for that, I think, especially because
I
you
agree.
can go into the second season not knowing things. I mean, it's
Yeah,
better if you did, but like you don't have to.
My mom is so bad at like recognizing faces, and this isn't like, you know, like a racist, like, oh, she thinks all Asian. No, like she can't recognize any races.
Like,
faces.
so you're talking about like
So-
K-drama, like
like
what is that?
Face blindness.
Yeah.
no, she has like it's not even like face blindness. It's just like she forgets what people look like. Like, and so like she can tell people apart but forgets why. So she like assigns everyone a nickname, and I'm like, Mom, why don't you just go by like what type of surgery they do? That would be easier for me. Like, oh, is that? And she's like, no, that won't work for me. So she's like, the one who the brother is the liver surgeon because he has the sister, right? I'm just like, Mom, this is the dumbest thing. This is like, and she keeps like messing up like Ikjin and the obstetrics doctor, and I'm like, Mom, they look literally nothing alike. They don't even have the same hair. It's like, I can't understand. Like, she's like, oh. Anyway, it's fine because there's just like a little running commentary that's mostly her asking me, wait, which one is that again? Which one is that again? I'm just like, oh, Mother, just watch it. It'll be fine. Like, you're not that old. Come on now.
It's one of the friends. That's all you need to.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm like they're one of the 5 best friends. He's the pediatric surgeon. He's anyway. You'd think that she'd remember that the one female. What? No, because she keeps missing her. She keeps messing her up with the residents. And I'm like, okay, but it's fine. I've also been watching some movies. I haven't actually been watching a lot of stuff because I've been doing other things. But I've been watching a few movies. I watched a really good science fiction movie called Seobok that has Gong Yoo and Cult Boy. What is his name? I always forget his name. Park Bo-gum. It's really good. It's like a sci-fi
Jesse's
thriller.
gone.
I was like, do we mean like a drama Cult Boy? So then I was like thinking maybe you're talking about like one of the kids from Save Me.
No, I'm talking legitimate, like actual cult. That's really good. I also watched the movie Exit, which was it has what's her face from SNSD? Yuna?
Oh.
I want to say Yuna. And the dude from Hospital Playlist. The singer guy.
My favorite part
God,
is that we
why am I
just
so bad with
spent like
names?
entire time talking about how your mom didn't know. And saying,
Listen,
I'm
I know
proving
their
that
face.
she is my mother right now.
Yeah, listen, I can tell their faces apart. I can't remember anyone's names. Cut me some slack. You know the guy. He's from Hospital Playlist. Oh, my ghosts.
Oh, yeah,
Jake.
okay.
Jake.
He's
Something.
married to Yummy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yummy's husband. There we go.
Yummy's husband. So the plot of this movie is it's like it's not like a complicated film. Okay, it's purely a fun action type of situation, and the plot is he's really into like rock climbing, and he has a crush on a girl that he met while rock climbing, but like he asked her out and she turned him down. But he's still kind of hung up on her, and he's kind of a loser, so he doesn't have a job or anything. And he convinces his sister to hold their mother's 70th birthday at the like hotel where this girl works, so he can try to like reconnect with her. But while there, there's a terrorist attack that releases like deadly gas, like all through the city. So they have to like basically get to the roof to be evacuated, but so they have to use their mountain climbing skills to like scale. Anyway, it's like just dumb and fun. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it.
The writer's room for that type of
the pitch. They're like, so he wants to get with this girl, and that's why it gets him into this place, right? And then there's a terrorist attack.
And then they have to climb.
But he's a climber too. He likes climbing.
Imagine it's like, and then there's a terrorist attack, and somebody else goes, "Are you sure it's not zombies?" No.
Totally different. This one, well, it's like because it really works out well because like the gas is slowly rising, so they have to continuously climb to higher and higher buildings, like and doing
Was it pretty good? Because I mean, I've had my eye on that one for a while.
Like, listen, it's not like this. It's not like an award-winning movie by any stretch, but it's really fun.
Good within its genre,
right?
Yeah, within its genre, it's excellent, and like it has like funny moments, action moments, sad moments. It's got it all. Like it's a solid film for that sort of. If that's what you're looking for.
I feel like it did pretty well.
I think it did as well.
I want to say it was even during the pandemic, but I don't really remember.
I don't believe it was because I do believe, one
right
second,
before.
Let me just double check. It was 2019, I do believe. Yes, 2019. And I have also been rewatching The Untamed because I was on a train for 18 hours and I was like, what will keep me occupied for a good 18 hours? The answer to that is the 50-episode drama, The Untamed. That will keep you busy. Just as good as the first time I watched it. And on like a sort of fun note, I have Scarlet Heart download. Okay, so I have it on my Plex. And I was going to stream some Plex on TV, but then my mom's sister called. So it was just sitting there. And when you have like Plex or Netflix or something just like on the TV, it'll just like scan through like pictures of all the stuff that you have on your account or whatever list. And then Scarlet Heart came up and I'm sitting there looking at my mom and I'm like, do I do this to her? So I am considering that. Otherwise, me, I spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos and that sort of nonsense. I'm trying to think. Oh, I finished my mind just went totally blank. Sorry, I'm finished Monthly Magazine Home. Very cute, very solid for a genre. Good chemistry with the cast and everything. It gets a little thumbs up from Natalia. And I am still watching the unfortunately named Don't Say No. It continues to be a delight, actually. Like, I am surprised. I am so surprised by this show. I was not expecting it to be good at all. I was expecting it to be just absolutely offensive trash. But it's not. It's actually kind of endearing in like a strange way, and like you kind of like the characters who were in a previous iteration of this series and you didn't like them. They like the main character was a piece of shit in the last darn type season, but like they're a delight. I like it. Yeah, and that's basically it. That's it for a lot of Teen Wolf though. Just to reiterate, there's 6 seasons of that show, and I am so many episodes. Anyway, that's basically it for me. So, Amanda, I do believe you are next in the randomly selected lineup. What have you been watching?
I feel like I haven't been watching a whole lot. I've been watching some stuff for some things that we're doing later. But one of the things my husband was like the other day, let's start watching a show together again. But please, can it be in English? And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. There's lots of English shows out there. We can find one we like. And I've been eyeballing The Chair with Sandra Oh for a little while. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. This looks good. This looks fun. We, put this on and we're like, I don't know, halfway through the first episode. Her father in it, she plays a Korean girl and her father only speaks Korean. So he starts speaking Korean and my husband just looks at me and I'm like,
not me,
yeah.
not me.
No way to know, my friend. Like, come on now. But it's cute because it is funny. And it's interesting, like she's the first female chair of her department and all this stuff. And there's a lot of talk about her trying to advance other women in their roles, and in particular, women of color within this, college setting. And this stuff about her being like a first generation Korean is really well done. Like the conversations she has with her dad where she'll like speak English, but he speaks Korean back. And then when there's somebody else in the room, then she does speak Korean back. And like at one point, her friend is in the back seat and he's like, are you guys talking about me? And she's like, no, not everything's about you. And he's like, okay, so like, what does Bob mean in Korean? And she's like, nothing. What? Like, because his name is Bob. So it's just cute. It's funny. It's I'm enjoying it. So at one point somebody says to her, I mean, like, you look really good for 50. And she's like, I'm 46. And I was like, oh, I felt that in my heart. But okay. So anyway, it's fun. It's cute. It's mostly in English. So, I'm watching Couple of Mirrors. I'm 2/3, 3/4 of the way through. It's so good. It's so good. I had a lot of anxiety at the beginning because I thought it was going to be maybe different from what it turns out to be, but it's good. It's just, oh God, it's so pretty. It's pretty.
The cinematography in it is just like absolutely
the scenery,
insane.
the cinematography, the costumes, like everything is so pretty. And it's just, I was watching it yesterday and I was thinking, it kind of reminds me of Fried Green Tomatoes. That idea of like friendship that is more than friendship, but that idea of getting past other relationships and men, but like kind of Fried Green Tomatoes with a healthy dose of the drama or the play Gaslight thrown into it, because there's a lot of gaslighting going on for that poor girl. So, but it's very enjoyable. So I am quite enjoying it. Looking forward to finishing that up soon. I started Red Sky, Lovers of the Red Sky. Very good, very enjoyable. I mean, I'm only like 3 episodes in, but so far so good. It's got a very fairy tale kind of vibe in the first episode, and they keep with that. They carry it through. I was sort of worried that maybe the fairy tale like fantasy stuff was just going to be the setup, and then and then it would go away and we would just be in this like normal old saga kind of thing with maybe a little sprinkle. But no, it's pretty consistently we got fantasy stuff going on, so it's enjoyable. The actors are doing well. It's also funny. Like there are very funny moments in it as well, some like goofy stuff. But I'm liking that one. And You Are My Glory. I'm still sort of watching it. I keep forgetting that I'm watching it, and then like somebody will say something about it and be like, oh yeah, I was watching that, and I'll go back and watch a couple more episodes. And
I'm the same. I keep forgetting that I'm watching it too.
So
Whoops.
It's
Like, what is that indicative of? If you guys both forget that you're
It's not-
watching,
it's not a good drama. I'll put it there. I'm just gonna say this. It's a bit messy. So
It's not
cute.
like the worst thing I've ever
No.
seen, but it's very forgettable.
yeah, and
You know what I mean?
the best parts are when Dilreba and Yang Yang are together, when they're working off of each other, and it's really cute. Unfortunately, this is a 30-episode drama that is made up of like a 12-episode rom-com CF for a video game that's very cute and watchable, but very much a commercial for the video game. And then the other like 20-ish episodes are Yang Yang doing an office drama about his existential crisis about his job. And Dilreba is like barely in that 20 episodes. She's like a cameo appearance in his life in the other half. And so far, I mean, I'm only 10 episodes in, but like basically episode 8 hits and it's all hands on deck. There's an emergency. All leave is canceled. Get back to head office now. And she disappears for the next 3 episodes pretty much while he deals with work. It's very, very important work of keeping satellites in the sky. And that's an important job. But they keep talking about aerospace engineering. He's an aerospace engineering. And you're thinking like astronauts and it's satellites, which, okay, that's cool. But they went full Apollo 13. Like, this is a big catastrophe, but they never explain why it's a catastrophe beyond money and prestige. And you're like, well, I don't really care about your money and prestige. So this isn't hitting quite the way I think you're hoping it would hit, but okay.
Listen, maybe if we cared more about like the glory of China on the world
There you
stage of aeronautical engineering, we might actually care about this plot line more. But
Right.
Since we do not,
And I didn't really see the glory of China aspect of it until I sort of randomly tweeted about like, okay, drama, you're supposed to make me care about this plot line. If you're going to spend this much time on it, you should make me care about it. And I got people coming into my mentions about how dare you? Don't you understand? You're tweeting this from a phone right now. Don't you understand that satellites are important? And I was like, I do, but I also understand that in a drama, you have to make me care about things.
The satellite stands after you. The satellite solo stands.
I sort of knew what like sort of vibe the show was taking when they all walked into the lab with giant Chinese flags sewed to their lab coats for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I see where we're going with this one.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it should be called You Are My Glory of China, but You Are My Glory of China. It's fun sometimes and boring other times.
And forgettable.
Forgettable.
So-
And
Utterly
very forgettable. So, you know, maybe I'll finish it. Maybe I won't. We'll see. But I kind of come to that conclusion this year. I've started it and stopped a lot of Chinese dramas that there's nothing wrong with them. They were fine for the day or the week that I started them. And then I just kind of go, okay, that's fine. Like, I don't really need to watch the next 30 episodes. It was fun for what it was. And now I'm moving on to the next one. And I've just decided to embrace that and be okay with it. So like, I am not only not a completionist, I am now like, I don't even care. And I'm just going to drop stuff and start something new for no reason other than I feel like
Hey man, you do you. You do you, boo-boo.
So yeah, that's basically it for me.
Cool.
How about you, Sky?
So to start off, we had a movie night.
Oh
while
yeah,
back.
that was in this.
Oh my
time
god, I
period.
forgot. Oh, that was.
Wow.
That was fun. That was a fun movie.
There's a Thai movie. Yeah, Thai.
No, Filipino.
Filipino.
it was Filipino.
Sorry. Filipino movie. The Girl Allergic to Wi-Fi. It's cute.
Yeah.
And there were some turns, and we're not going to talk about them because that gives away stuff. But
Yeah, like you can't really talk about the plot without giving away
yeah,
everything, but it was cute.
I thought it was really well done and stuff. There
Yeah.
were there were a couple of like cringy aspects, which again I don't really want to get into, but I'm not saying it was flawless by any means, but the actors did really well. The movie itself was well shot, things like that. So, I mean, I thought it was pretty good.
And to be fair, most of the cringiness of it was that it's just not our age range. It wasn't for our age range, you know?
Yeah, it was
it's
clearly
like
for teens.
like teen movie. Like,
Yeah,
I really do think, like, if you had younger kids, like, they'd be into it. And it's on Netflix. It's,
You know,
the
like
big selling
how
point.
in teen themed stuff, all of a sudden a conflict becomes like kind of political, or you know, stuff that as adults we're like, no, don't. But like,
yeah.
in teen media, that stuff happens. But when you're not used to it anymore as adult, it's like, oh, there were so many lines that everyone just stepped across. Like, no one should ever do that. But okay, you teenager, you crazy teenager,
you crazy kids doing crazy kid stuff.
But we had fun watching it. I actually do recommend it. Like, if you'd be interested in that type of thing, I thought they handled it pretty well. It also was fun seeing, like, whenever you think you're allergic to Wi-Fi or signals or whatever, you have to go hang with your grandma who has like a really cool house full of old stuff in it. And just like,
listen, that seemed like the ideal life.
It
Like,
really
I was just
was
like,
like a
man,
dream.
I would live. It's like you're just chilling out there listening to the radio, like reading poetry. Like, this sounds like a great life. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Grandma was
Like,
gonna like make all of her food, so yeah, there was no complaints that I could see.
No.
it was gorgeous. Like, it was a beautiful area. So yeah, that was fun. I watched all of The Witch's Diner, and per Jessie, it was great. I really did enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I really recommend it. Like, if anyone's kind of, if you think you might be into it, give it a shot, because I really did like
Where's it streaming?
it.
Vicky.
Is it on Vicky? Okay.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
keep
good
meaning
length
to,
too.
I just-
It's
Yeah.
what was it? 12 episodes?
12 episodes or something like that.
And
Perfect
45-minute episodes too.
Perfect.
And they
It's
click
nice.
along. It never
Yeah.
drags.
And the story carries
excellent.
on throughout the entire season. So it's
Yeah.
like you want to keep continuing because it's not like one-offs.
It was so bingeable. I am not done with Couple of Mirrors yet, but I've been watching that as well. Really enjoy it. I will be done with it very soon. But yeah, I really recommend that. It's in case you don't know, it's on YouTube. It's really easy to find. It's really easy to watch. Go watch it.
Go watch it.
I did watch the first 2 episodes, I think, of Hometown Cha Cha Cha.
Mhm.
I forgot I've been watching that, and I'm addicted. I'm addicted to it.
How far are you?
I am as far as it is on Netflix.
Okay.
Cool.
Because I've heard
And-
really good things about
It is
further
so
on in the
cute.
show.
It is so cute.
Yeah, I've been
Like-
hearing the mixed reactions.
It is a show that will just make you smile, and that's it. Like, you really don't need to think too deep about it. You know what I mean? It's just like a real cute, chill little.
It
small
does knock
town-
off in the first couple episodes. It knocks off a lot of stuff off the beach bingo.
Yeah,
It does.
You know,
Yes.
just-
It does indeed.
So for me, I think I've only watched the first 2 episodes, or maybe 3. I don't remember. It is probably on my drop pile.
Me
and
too.
I don't think it's coming back out. Because like, for me, a character screws up bad enough when they should know better. It's hard for me to recover from that. And I'm totally fine with flawed characters usually, but I just had some issues. So, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just found I wasn't connecting to anybody the way I want to be in a drama. So I was like, there's so many other dramas. I will go. I am very happy for everyone who's enjoying it. I will go
Right.
find something I enjoy. So
I'm really enjoying it.
good.
So, yeah, there's.
A lot of people are like, it's all over my timeline. So
But
Clearly
and that's
people are
actually
enjoying
that's a struggle for me. Like, when if I hit something that would make me drop it, you know, like, to trust myself, like, no, it's okay to drop
Yeah.
it. And then when people are like, oh, it's charming and all these things, I'm like, that's good. I don't like, I if I'm dropping it, I should be able to stick to my drop.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
I felt the
I
same
get
way.
tempted to pick it back up when I see that it's cute still. I'm like, okay, I should go focus on like a couple of mirrors and go finish. You know, like I should be doing something else. That
I got lots of other things I can be watching. So,
but yay for the people that like Hometown Cha Cha Cha. I enjoy all the actors, all of that. I'm totally not knocking anything. It just
didn't work for you.
It wasn't for you. That's fine.
Yep. And I was looking really forward to that one too. Which that was probably another aspect of it. Don't build stuff up, man. Don't build it up.
Don't do that.
You should just take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Easier. This is a super short mention. So, man, so there's a manga, an anime, and then there's this Netflix short J-drama. Little episodes of the ingenuity of the house husband.
Yeah.
There's also a full-length J-drama, but it's not anywhere legal.
Oh, okay.
So just putting that out
and
there.
And what was the name of the manga and stuff? I'm trying to remember.
It's The Way of the House Husband.
The Way of the House Husband.
Yeah.
Which I had already watched the anime stuff on Netflix. So the ingenuity of the house husband. When I say short, 5-minute episodes. These are very short episodes. And there was like 5 or 6 of them. I don't remember. They were cute. It's just always him having a struggle about something. It's just pretty funny. Like my favorite one was he was doing laundry and he was being very specific about like, I need to do this to fix this stain. Like he was just all into it. And he hangs it all up a certain way, a very particular way. And then all of a sudden he turns his back and there was a gust of wind and it all falls. And that just felt like very... That's life, man.
That's pretty much the crux of the humor of that entire series is him being so earnest and then
something's going wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
that's pretty
and
much
like
him and their cat. Like that's
people always assuming that like, like he's desperate to get to this, and they're like, because he wants to use the coupons to like or something, but like everybody thinks it's some criminal thing that he's trying to do because
he's tattooed and scary looking.
Scary. And then it's just like, no, I just have to get in line and make sure I get the like multi-buy or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, cool, dude.
I started Lovers of the Red Sky. I really enjoy it. I figured I would like it to a point, but like there was more to it than I was expecting. So I'm pretty excited about it.
I get way more than I expected to. So
yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'll be starting a lot more things this weekend, but
because a lot more things are starting this weekend. Holy crap.
Today alone, there's like 5 dramas.
5, yeah, like
ridiculous.
And this is when I breathe and I have to go. I often prefer binging anyway, so this shouldn't stress me out too bad.
Exactly.
So that's it for me.
Well, I've been actually watching a lot of stuff, a very lot of stuff. I don't like. I found that if I schedule my dramas, I'll just blow through them. So like since the last episode, I've finished 10 dramas. I mean, some of them was in them. I had like things, episodes. So I'll go very quickly through them. Like I won't talk about all of them because most of them I have talked about. So Finish You or My Spring was meh. I didn't like it. I didn't love it. It was meh. I started Memorist like last year, so I decided to finish it. I really loved it. I thought it was a really entertaining thriller. Witch's Diner was another one of the things. Definitely loved it as well. I watched the Thai drama. It's like a web drama called Blackout. It is on YouTube. That's how I found it because it was a suggestion. I don't know how it became a suggestion, but it did. And it's kind of actually really cool the way that it's done and produced because it's actually produced so that the way it's filmed is it's filmed upright. So like it's the aspect ratio of like having your phone up like this. So like if you're watching TikTok.
Oh, that's interesting.
It really kind of helped with the storyline too. The basic premise is that there's a group of friends who wake up and the last that they can remember was like partying for one of the girls' birthdays at this club. Things have happened and they don't know what happened. And so the first half of the series is focused on each of the different specific characters waking up and then their kind of journey, and so they all interlocked at some point. So like you'll always kind of get to a point where like they had like met up with another person, and the way that they do it is like really interesting because it's like a thriller. The camera work is like really close up, and if they're talking to someone, you can tell that they're talking to someone, but it's like the person's like right beside the cameraman essentially. And so like you can't see them, but they're right off camera because you're only in your vertical space of the thing. So it just, that alone made the like experience really great. It does have like a little bit of like a sexual assault like storyline, so that's a worry to you. You don't see anything really. It's kind of more mentioned. But it was interesting, and it kept you kind of guessing what the story was about, and just the way that things were doing. The camera work was really great. Finished Beyond Evil finally. It's great thriller. I watched The Guest. I have some things going on in October, and that's one of the things that I need to watch. Very good. There's a demon that's like basically possessing a bunch of people, and he's very bad and very, very terrible. And it's he's
a bad demon. He's a bad demon doing bad demon stuff.
Yeah, it's the trio going around trying to find him and figure out things and perform exorcisms. It's actually more of like a investigation drama than it is horror, but it's still horror. Like when it's horror, it's horror. I kind of wish it had more horror though. But it's like a solid drama.
Wait. Jessie wishing something had more horror in it?
Well, I think like the way that they did it was kind of like, it would be like the full episode and then the last like 10 minutes. They purposely like pushed the horror in specific spots. It wasn't kind of like super throughout. So it kind of actually did feel very disjointed. Not very disjointed, but like pretty disjointed in terms of like the way that it was set up. Most of the drama, you're like, I'm watching a crime thriller. Still good. I watched Stranger 2 for reasons. Reasons. But I finally watched it. It's been on my list. I binged through Stranger 1 to watch it Stranger 2 while it was airing, and then I didn't watch Stranger 2. So here we are. I liked it better than the first season, but both seasons are great. Tunnel, I watched it because it was leaving Netflix. I didn't hate it by any means, but I didn't connect with the like, it's got a time travel aspect to it, and I found that pretty pointless. So it was kind of weird. I was like, everything that they're doing in references time travel, literally you could change a couple of words and make it not time travel. And it didn't, like, I was just like, this is kind of weird, but whatever. Leaving Netflix at the end of the month. So if you want to watch it before then, you should go
get on it.
Watch that. Finish a couple of Mirrors. It was great. The ending's a little weird, but I read in the YouTube comments. Now it was a YouTube comment, so I don't know. But I'm also not a person who follows a lot of like C-drama news or C-drama things, so it wouldn't cross my timeline anyways. So I can't verify it, but someone did say that they had last second been asked to do or confirmed to do a season 2, and so they had to basically rewrite what they had in this like last episode to make it seem right for a season 2, because it was essentially gonna tie up all the loose ends and as a full season. I will watch every season you give to me of this one. So if you want to keep on giving me more seasons, I am there for it. And then I finished Hospital Playlist too, and it was just as great as expected.
It's so good.
It's just
so good.
A happy place.
And is it ending? It's ending at the end of season 2, right? Is that kind of what the news has been saying?
It kind of seems like that, or at least it won't be doing anything for a while. I guess he wanted to do 3 seasons, but I think it's just taking longer to do those 3 seasons with a pandemic than like it originally scheduled for everything. So I guess maybe not, because he also kind of wants to give the actors room to do other stuff if they want to. But I don't know. I mean, like, it's kind of like the first season of it. It's like if you didn't get a second season, it wasn't the end of the world, you know? And that's just how that show is made. Like, it's not really a cliffhanger thing or like a super
at the end of an episode, the high stakes are not high stakes.
It's a very very slice of life type
Yeah.
vibe. So it's like these are just people doing people things. There's no heightened drama or anything, and it's so nice. It's
It
nice.
is. It is really nice. I enjoyed it a lot. Like it was my happy place watch. And currently watching stuff, I am watching a couple of things. First is Bad Guys, and this one is I'm watching it because it's one of the Netflix dropping at the end of the month, and I'm pretty sure Tunnel is on Vicky, but Bad Guys isn't. So Bad Guys out of the two is like the one that's like a really one that like you probably should watch if you need to get to it because it's OCN. I'm on the second episode, or watch this up to the second episode. I'm kind of about it. I might drop it. I'm not feeling it. It's also only 11 episodes, so I don't know. Like it's not terrible, but it's got like it's not like super old. I think it's like 2014, 2015 drama, but it's got
the
like
filter on it is weird. The filter that they use,
it's like
it's weird.
It's got like a little bit of like intentional kind of badness because I think their intention is to make it look like some sort of mafia thing when it's not a mafia thing unless something happens in the next episodes, but kind of it's like cheesy and then like everybody's not like doing their best acting work too, like, but a lot of people really like it. So again, it could just mean like I'm just not feeling it like myself. But essentially if you haven't watched it, the story is the police chief's son or son-in-law, I can't remember what relation, is killed on the line of duty. He's also a police officer, and they figure out that the person who did this is like a serial killer and he's been killing a bunch of people. And so he tracks down, I can't even remember the relation. He's like a former cop or not really cop or still a cop, I don't remember, who's like kind of bad, but like bad because he just like he doesn't care about bad guys. Like if he needs to take him out, he'll take him out type bad. He basically goes to this cop guy, former cop or whatever, and is like, I want this serial killer gone. However, you need to get this gone. Like, just do it. I don't care. He's a bad guy. And so his stipulation to do it is that he has to have the select people to help him with the investigation and figure out the things. And the select people that he picks are inmates who are in jail as murderers. So all three of the inmates that like work with them for this like investigation are all murders, but there's like probably a storyline because it's a K-drama, you know.
Right.
Everything's connected. Like essentially they're like, if you figure out who the serial killer is and catch him, whoever catches him, that person will get like a certain amount of years off of their sentence. They're all still technically in jail, but they wear like an ankle monitor and stuff. It's more action than anything. So, which is not like my thing, and it's giving what it says it's gonna give too. So it's like not like it's and like if you look at the MDL ratings, it's like everybody, especially the year that they came out, they were giving it their favorite drama of the year. So I don't want like people to listen to me and go, oh, I'm not going to listen or watch it, when I'm like, maybe you should give it a chance, especially since it's leaving and it's an OCN and this is going to be your like last time to watch it.
Go give it your support if that's your type of thing.
Maybe I will just try to watch an episode a day or every other day.
just slowly work through it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm watching the C drama. It's called Double Tap. It's a web drama. It's on Yo-Yo, but go to the Yo-Yo English channel. Despite the other channels having it English subbed, it's not English. But finally, the English channel has gotten in it's better subs. So I'm not very far in, so I haven't gotten like super into the story. But essentially, a girl is kidnapped, and another thing happens that I think would be like kind of a big spoiler. On the track to find the girl, because they have to go to this kind of northern part of China where they are, the main police officer guy connects with a forensic guy, and there's like a story that happens, and like the hunt for the girl and who kidnapped her unveil a lot of things, and it's actually based on a true story. Like, it's a true crime. I haven't read anything into it because I just didn't want to spoil myself that way, but like, it seems pretty interesting for right now. I did this thing where I decided to clean up my drama list, and then I ended up adding a show to my watch yesterday. To the point I've watched 4 episodes of it, so it's gonna be done like today because all I want to do is watch it. It's a J drama called Unnatural. It stars what's her name, Ishihara Satomi. I forget her name. She's the really big actress. Everybody knows her. She's a pretty proofreader. She is I don't know what they essentially call them. It's kind of like CSI, but not CSI. It's a group that focuses on deaths that like potentially could be not natural and could potentially, like, the family say doesn't feel like, you know, like if it's like a suicide, they feel like maybe that it's not a suicide, and so they do the secondary autopsies and kind of do all like the CSI work for it. They're not really part of the police department. It kind of seems like this is actually a really true thing in Japan, and it's just like so different than what we do, so it's like kind of hard to figure out. It's kind of got like a God's Quiz feel, but not. It's not like they're finding rare diseases like God's Quiz is, but it's got that kind of pathway that God's Quiz is, where like people want a second look at the death of a family member. But it's done in a like a workplace office way, so it's not like a thriller or anything, and it's very like endearing and hopeful, and like, so it's like kind of one of those like, you know, bringing joy back into the like lives of the family members of the, you know, people that they lost, because like maybe their name can be vindicated or something like that.
So like a healing drama?
Yeah, I mean, it can be a healing drama, yeah. I mean, like there's like some super cute moments off the bat. You see that they have like almost everybody has a great working relationship with each other, except for, you know, the Sundar like office guy who's obviously the lover, or like the like male lead that like you're supposed to ship. But like, I mean, like her and one of her other coworkers, they're like super best friends, and like, I mean, that they'll just like kind of like be talking and like just super great conversation with in each other. So it's like got like humanness, and even though they're like dealing with like death and stuff, and it's fun.
That, as I said, that sounds super fun. Actually, like
I really like it. It's like candy, and I probably will finish it tonight, like honestly. And then, sorry, I've been talking a lot, but finally, I just wanted to get this in this episode because it did start today. Squid Game is out, which is like, I only have like 2 dramas this month that I was like super into, and Squid Game is one of them. And I have only gotten to watch the first episode before we had to record this episode, but I am enjoying it.
I saw your tweet. Wow, the body count.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, spoiler, not spoiler, I've literally only seen the first episode, but they take out most of the contestants, and like the play is like at the very end of the episode too. He doesn't even start that thing until halfway through the episode. But if you don't know, there's a guy who he's kind of down on his luck. He's got people after him for money. He's like broke all the time because he spends it gambling essentially. And Gong Yu in his cameo role comes in and like essentially like gets him into this contest. It's very weird. Like, it's very secretive. Like, you purposely don't know a lot about what's going on. Close your ears if you don't want to hear stuff, but essentially with Gong Yu's character, he comes in and they have to play that one game where you get the folded paper and you smash it on the ground. They do all the time in Running Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that one? You smash it to get it to flip over.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
If the person can get the flip over, they get to punch the other person. So there's like this whole like thing, which is kind of like sets the tone on what these games were about. And essentially what happens is he and hundreds of other people are put into this like survival game, which if you win, you get a certain amount of money. The big key thing is that all the games that they're doing are children's games. even in the beginning, they kind of talk about, because Squid Game is a children's game in Korea, and he actually like narrates a whole section where he talks about the game. And don't watch it if you don't want to see death, because a lot of it happens very, very quickly and very, very early on. But yeah, I'm also watching a ton of movies, but I'm not even gonna like pretend to like talk about them. Like just this week I watched 12, so I can't go make this any longer than I've made.
You're like,
already.
I can't in good conscience mention
Go check
every
out
movie.
Jessie's blog and see what she's talking
She'll
about.
tell you all about the movies.
Yeah.
Wine in a K-drama.
And the X-Files, because I'm also doing that.
Yes, me too. Oh,
Like,
and that and
that's
Criminal
easy.
Minds. Ooh, me and
X-Files
Criminal
is
Minds and the X-Files.
easy, because it's English. So if I needed to wash dishes, I can. Like,
And that's it for this episode, because I think we all talked about what we're watching. If you want to tell us what you've been watching, you can hit up our Discord. We have a Discord server where we chat all things, anything pretty much. We also have the Beach Bingo over there, so if you are playing that, please go and update us on what you found and where you found it. In addition, we have our website with everything on it. We got a new quiz up there this week that I think people have been enjoying the silliness of. We put all of our episodes up there with the links and everything. So that is with everything we talk about. So if you ever want to find out, hey, they mentioned this random thing, I wonder where I can stream it, it'll be in the blog post about the episode. If you want to support this podcast, you can also go to patreon.com/certifiednunas and become an official member of the Certified Found family. They're what we call our supporters. We love all of them and we have a good time. We do movie nights, we do all sorts of stuff. We have like little extras and things, little parts of the episode that get cut that don't end up in the main episode and generally end up over there. So if you want access to that, you can go and become an official sponsor, and we really appreciate it. And if you can't, that's fine. We're cool. Just listen to us and maybe leave us a review on Apple iTunes, or send this podcast to someone you think might enjoy it. We are on most of the social medias, but primarily Twitter and Instagram is where you can find us. We're always at Certified Nunas, one word, and we love hearing from people, especially about K-dramas, K-pop, Asian dramas, Asian pop, all of that good stuff. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. You stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask, and keep enjoying Asian entertainment.
Bye.
bye.
Bye.